Okay, everybody, we're doing this real quick, real fast. We'll post the documents down the road, so let's just go over this real quick. This is a live video, so if you're not watching it with high def, make sure you select high def in the settings here. Just put that on the high def settings. You won't see it clearly. So here we are on the U.S. District Court of Kansas website. Here we are, and here's the latest documents. As you can see, 79 was the one I actually posted, and here's the two newest ones, 80 and 81, which I already purchased. There I go. I paid 60 cents for them today, and here we are. It's document 80. Let me go ahead and zoom in for a second. Here's document 80, and here is document 81. As you can see, 81 is 9 pages. Document 80 is 8 pages. So we'll just go and scroll down, and you can see petition to enter plea of guilty. And you can see my full name is Anthony Renfrow. I am 57, completed 13th grade. And it's just all talks about, I know that the court must be satisfied that there's a factual basis for a plea of guilty. And here it is, count 1 of the indictment, which charges a violation of Title 18, United States Code sections 371 and 1349. That is conspiracy to commit wire fraud and engage in monetary transactions greater than $10,000. So I have the right to plead not guilty, and if I plead not guilty, I know the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and I'm opening up the pages, so guys, just pause it if you can't see this. And of course, it says right there, please see attached plea agreement. We will go to that document real quick. And let's scroll down just a little bit here. Here it is again, guilty, and to have the clerk enter my plea of guilty as follows. Guilty for what I just read earlier to you. My mind is clear. I'm not under the influence of alcohol. Okay, there you go. Never been confined in an institution for mental illness. Here it is, 23. I offer my plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I waive the reading of the indictment in open court. Enter my plea of guilty. I swear I have understood. And here we are. Here's a signature signed May 21st, 2015. Now, continuing on, document number 81 just released today. Here we go. Plea agreement pursuant, defendant's guilty plea, and it talks about that again, count 1, conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Defendant understands the maximum sentence is no more than 20 years. Wow. Yeah, I'm reading this the first time, guys, just like you. Defendant agrees to the imposition of a forfeiture judgment against him of $1.6 million. Wow. Defendant knowingly and voluntarily waives his right to a jury trial. Regarding forfeiture, voluntary waives all constitutional, legal, and equitable defenses to forfeiture of property. Wow. Factual basis for guilty plea. You can see Anthony Renfrow, the defendant, commenced a pyramid scheme known as 14dailyplus.com. For you guys who are not familiar with that, go to archive.org, and it's very simple. All you have to do is just take this website, 14dailyplus, and let's just go ahead and go into archive.org. Now, unfortunately, since I'm streaming this live, no doubt there's probably going to be a little bit of lag. Let's just go ahead and open that up. And here we are, 14 Daily Plus. And you can see this will open up the original website that Tony had, 14 Daily Plus. Okay, there you go. Talks about how you can make $840 in 10 days and a bunch of other stuff. And they actually did have conference calls. If you guys actually really care to read into it, they did conference calls for that. Let's see. By the summer, he was promoting it in Kansas and included a guy named Fox, William Fox. Falsely promised return on investment, funds to be paid in cash up to $9,000, which made the tracing of funds more difficult and avoided currency transactions. Guys, from what I understand, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was any transactions of cash over $10,000 had to be reported. Let's just continue on. There we go. During a conference call, I swear I've not read this before. I'm going through this for the first time today. I just got this. During a conference call with Matt Becker, the defendant specifically assured 14dailyplus.com investors that their funds were safe and no one would lose funds or their investment. So you guys have been listening to this guy for years lie to you about the dinar, and it's like, come on. And now he's going through this stuff. Here you go. At least 202 investor victims have been identified who lost approximately $1.676 million. Proposed sentence. The parties propose an appropriate disposition of the case. A sentence of not greater than 1 year and 1 day in prison. Well, that's not very much considering all that. 3 years of supervised release, no fine, restitution as determined by the court, forfeiture judgment of $1.67 $6 million, and the mandatory special assessment of $100. Well, there goes your donations, guys. The parties seek this binding plea. And I'll just scroll through it again. Pause this if you really care to read it. I will post this down the road. You guys are you already know I put the SlideShare thing up, right? Oh, you didn't know about that? Okay, let's just do this real quick. So just type in TNT Dinar. You'll see the SlideShare show up. It should be on the second page of Google by now. I just posted it yesterday. There it is right there. It says slideshare.net, and it says TNT Dinar Tony court case. There you can see it right there. It's been seen 45,000 times. That's crazy. And it's got 495 Twitter retweets. So I'll be posting it. I'll be posting these documents here. Anyways, that being said, let's go back. Withdrawal of plea permitted only if the court does not accept the plea and proposed sentence. Payment of special assessment of $100. Let's keep going through this. Full disclosure by United States. Okay, so it just says the defendant understands United States will provide to the court and the U.S. Probation Office all information it deems relevant to determining the appropriate sentence in this case. Let's continue onwards. Identification of assets and closing agreements. It's going to have to take may include a polygraph. No other agreements. And that's his attorney's signature. And there's Tony's signature right there for the 21st. I mean, the thing that should really stand out to most people, I mean, besides, I don't know how many guys have been warning you about this, but it's just the fact that it said that no more than 1 year. I was kind of surprised about that. But it says count 1, which defendant has agreed to plead guilty, is not more than 20 years imprisonment, a $250,000 fine. Okay. And it says the United States agrees to move to dismiss the remaining counts of this indictment. The other one was this. Here's Tony's arrest warrant. You can see right here. This was in Kansas, warrant for arrest. You are hereby commanded to arrest Tony Renfrow. Indictment. So as you can see, count 1, conspiracy to commit wire fraud. I just read that to you. Count 2 was another wire fraud one as well. Forfeiture allegations. So they're just going to go after count 1 right now. That's what that means. But it also said that no more than 1 year. So I was like, okay, well, I guess he's just going to get 1 year. Okay, here we are. So this is, you guys can just pause right here, screenshot this if you want. Proposed sentence. Okay, not greater than 1 year and 1 day in prison. Okay, so I'm assuming he's going to prison. I don't know how that's going to work out, when it's going to happen. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the conference calls. If he's just going to say, I got to go cash out or cash in. I don't know. But anyways, that's it, guys. If you want these documents, subscribe to the newsletter. All right, I'll post them. I'll post them to people actually subscribe. And for the rest of you trolls, good luck trying to prove that he's innocent, because he's just said he's guilty. So all these guys who were saying that he was innocent, yeah. Sorry, guys. Justice is served.